Is it true that there's selective outrage when certain crimes are committed here in America? I've said many times before, when it comes to me, I try to balance the scales when choosing to talk about particular things, especially here on social media, in regards to primarily race relations and certain things that are controversial when it comes to one side versus the other. Just here recently, there have been two school shootings that has been highlighted here on social media, especially here on TikTok. Okay. Um, One was in Dallas, Texas, and one was in Florida, I believe. Okay. In Dallas, you had one individual who I'm gonna just say was black. Um, don't know too much about the details, but from what I understand, it had to do with bullying. The individual, the suspect, was led into the school and started shooting indiscriminately. Okay. Uh, no rhyme or reason. It just another senseless act. Nothing to justify it. Okay. The case in Florida, details are coming out. You had another shooter on a college campus. Okay. He goes in and he decides for whatever reason to start shooting. In his case, from what the details are now coming out, he was influenced by the far right. One of the people who he looked up to was Charlie Kirk. You come to find out that his mom is a sheriff. He took one of her service weapons, and that was one of the things that he used to go carry out his mission. And he was eventually neutralized. He was shot, but taken in alive. Okay. Just want you to think about that. The reason why I said that is simply because with the incident in Dallas, Texas involving Tracy Haynes Jr., the 17-year-old who was the suspect in that, he turned himself in voluntarily without incident. Whereas on the other hand, the individual in Florida, Phoenix Igner, there had to be an altercation. Okay. And his motivation from what eyewitnesses that are now coming forward is saying that, on the college campus, there are groups that, that students participate in to debate or whatever, or talk about certain issues and topics that are, I guess, controversial. And he brought his racist ideology to the table. And he felt that because people didn't share in his ideology, he felt isolated. You bring in Nazi rhetoric to debate people who aren't about that. But then again, these instances are again happening where you have students on school grounds that have to deal with people that are, I don't know, feel some kind of way and are lashing out and are crashing. Since the Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf situation, there has been other tragedies that has occurred. You had a similar incident that involved a white kid who was being bullied by an Hispanic kid, and there was the same outcome. Where's the outrage? Where's the controversy? Where's the anger? Where's all the emotions? Where's that energy that's invested in the situation with Carmelo Anthony versus no. Another situation, you had this white male who ran over this 10-year-old black kid. 10-year-old died. Dude was driving under a suspended license, had a marijuana charge, went back to go get his mirror to his truck, got Confederate flags and all sorts of things, you know. So when I see the rhetoric entertained in the comment section, especially in the comment section, when you get those in the white community that are saying the things that they want to say, because now the situation where Carmelo Anthony is their one smoking gun, that one bullet that they are using to no end to play Russian roulette with their racism towards the black community. Predictable, not surprising. But when it comes to the things that they do to us, who gives a fuck, right? Business as usual. It's a normal behavior that I guess is deemed accepted. Because when you point out the examples of what they do to us, that same energy that they're projecting in the Carmelo Anthony case, they are conveniently quiet when it's one of their own doing some fucked up shit. They have nothing to say. The selective outrage. Some of these black content creators like Brandon Tatum, the conservative twins, even some here on TikTok, one which I came across and I couldn't even stomach his rhetoric. They advocate so hard for those who are racist in the white community that the same rhetoric that is thrown in our faces, they entertain it with the same energy and the same disdain for black people altogether. Like, not looking at themselves and they are black. It's funny to me how you get white people, some, not all, who get offended when you address racism or call those, with all due respect, based on their behavior, their rhetoric, and their actions, racist. They choose to get offended for whatever reason. I don't know why. Because if you are what you are, then why get mad when you're so proud of it? I don't get that. But yet you can use that same energy to generalize all black people as being criminals. When the shit that y'all do, out of sight, out of mind. But when it's addressed, when it's brought up, when it's pointed out, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all, shh, don't. We're not talking about that. Don't bring that shit up in our faces. No. We don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about you guys. It's all about you. Get the fuck out of here. Just miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with it. Because as soon as we start addressing the things that you guys do, your demeanor is, oh, here we go. Oh, black people, all white people, but you guys do the same thing to us. So again, I'm going to ask this question. Why is it acceptable when you guys do the shit that you don't like being done to you? Plain and simple. If you can answer that, please do. Until next time, fuck y'all.